on the fucking track.
Hoodie on my vest, my block a cold war. No diplomats in the trap, got boats by vultures. I'm a neighborhood hero, can't go AWOL. These niggas must think I'm a slug, cause they hate Saul. So kill slugs, not players. Bitch Addy in the navigator. Told baby girl be patient. These niggas acting real flagrant, but I'm steady breaking they ankles. I'm calm, cool, but I'm dangerous. My pocket's not up in tangle. She was seeing pictures with them angles. Hope your shawty can swim, cause she might drown. Ain't gotta put no lingerie, just a nightgown.
Yes, sir. Okay, let me light my shit.
Your CBD.
Huh?
Your CBD.
Yeah, the finest. You feel me? You know.
I don't get a contact.
That's crazy because I ain't never even been on this side before.
Well, then you want to trade sides?
You said what?
You want to trade sides?
This shit too late now. They got the camera and all that.
But wouldn't it be?
Nah, we in here.
Because I really think that's my better side. I was just trying not to complain.
What you mean? It ain't. it's over
I was
there.
trying so hard not to complain. Okay.
It's too late now. You feel me? It ain't no pick a side. You feel me?
You didn't even give me an opportunity, and I'm a guest.
Man, what's going on, man? Everybody shout out to the day. It's a new day. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to the day. I ain't got no co-host today. You already know where we at. We at the Grind Strive Everyday Show. It's your main man, the captain. I'm sitting here with none other than Alicia, Big Bug. You feel me, Mrs. Do What It Do, Camp, man. Go ahead, talk to the people one time. Tell everybody tell them what this shiny ass shirt you got on, man.
My shiny shirt. So I'm Alicia Camp.
Okay.
Co-owner of Sisters Cravings Juice Bar and Grill, the most lit juice bar you will ever come to. So y'all got to visit us. We're in Kingsport, Tennessee. I am an author. I just have so much to say.
You're an author.
I am a health and fitness enthusiast.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I just seen you just get in the gym though, so you're inspiring health enthusiast.
How long ago was this, sir? It was before COVID.
I don't know about that.
I remember doing the push-up challenges with you in 2018.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah,
yes,
you're right,
sir.
You're right. So she new to this. She ain't true to this, but okay. We still know.
I'll let you have it.
Okay, so tell us about this smoothie bar, man. Tell us what you got going on up there.
So it's me and my sister, Esther Rodolphe.
I love Esther.
I know, she's amazing.
She's so cool. I wish she could have came and been here with us today. Shout out to
Let's
Esther
call
one
her.
time. You feel me? We gonna get her on the call, but we gonna finish this. You feel what I'm saying? Then we
Okay.
gonna press these little buttons and get her on the call. But yeah,
Okay.
talk to us.
So the two of us changed our lifestyle. So we started eating healthier, and as social workers, we was always on the go. So we
you was a
never
social worker?
Yes.
Okay, cool. We're
Yes.
gonna have to talk about that too.
Absolutely. And so we never had options where we could just stop and grab something. So we were like, Kingsport needs something like this. And why not start it? Why not be the GOATs? So that's what happened.
So what make you hold on? You said why not be the GOAT? What make you the GOAT?
Because
you feel me? She just skipped the trailblazer. You feel me? She just said I'm the GOAT. You
we
feel
are.
Me?
We are.
So you the trailblazer and the
anything,
GOAT.
yes, anything that we put our minds to, we're the GOATs to it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how long has this smoothie bar been open?
So
Juice
it'll
bar.
be 3 years in June.
Okay.
But before that, we were slinging plates out of our house.
Slanging them.
Yes,
things, huh? So y'all like them Instagram, the Instagram people. You feel what I'm saying? Come get the plates.
Yes.
$7 DM. Put your order in now. Hold on. Let me ask you something real quick. Since y'all said y'all sling plates, this is something that I always wanted to know about people who be slinging plates. All right. So whenever y'all be putting y'all's plates up, you feel me? I know a lot of the times it don't be y'all's food that y'all be advertising with the little picture. You feel me? But why come they be like, go ahead and send a deposit and all that right now? Is it because they ain't got the money yet, and then they got to use the deposit that you send to go get the food, or how does that work?
So that's beyond me, because when we started it, I literally was in court with one of my kids. Like I told you, we did social work, and I decided I can't
you
do
was in
this
court
no
with
more.
one of your kids? How many
One
kids
of the
you got?
kids. No, I have one child. I'm talking about one of the kids that was on.
You got to be specific.
I'm
on it.
sorry.
You got to be specific because they're
For
going to
work.
be asking in the comments. They're going to be like, damn, how many kids she got? She got a social worker?
No, sir.
What's
For
going on?
work, I had one of the kids that was on my caseload, and I sat in court all day, and I was like, this isn't it. So I remember calling Esther on my way home, and I was like, we got to do something. And at this time, she was working. She has a business called We Express. So she makes T-shirts, hats, all that stuff. So she was doing that full time. So she was already in entrepreneurship, which inspired me.
Okay.
And I was like, let's do this. She was like, all right, bet.
She the GOAT.
We're the GOATs.
Yeah, right.
So we literally took $200 and went to the grocery store that Friday. We put out some posters. Just it didn't have food pictures. The pictures you're asking about, it didn't have pictures. It just said, this is our menu, what we're going to do. Literally that first day, we made $1,500.
Off 200?
Off 200.
No food stamps included?
No food stamps.
Just 200 cash.
$200 in cash. After that, we said, why would we go back? So we continued to make our money multiply. We didn't even pay ourselves at first.
That's better than dope money. $200 to $1,500.
Listen, I don't know nothing about dope money, but I'm gonna tell you what we did. We made it do what it do. So that's why I skipped Trailblazer to the goats.
Okay, that's hard.
Yes.
You feel me? If I could turn 200 to 15, let's do that right now. Can we do that tomorrow?
No, sir.
You feel me? I got
No,
200
sir.
for you.
No,
You feel
sir.
me?
I don't have it in me to stay up all night cooking plates anymore.
That sounds like a trap. Y'all must have been so.
I mean, we had it wanging.
You feel wanging?
We had it
What is
wanging.
wanging? That's some Kingsport shit.
Is it?
I ain't never heard of wanging.
Y'all never had it
before.
wanging in John City? I wouldn't expect y'all to.
Well, wang is something different. We say, wang wang.
On to the next subject,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Look. Anyway, so what you like about being an entrepreneur? What you like about having your own business and your own establishment?
For me, I would have to say that I like being an example to people in my community, my daughter. I like the flexibility. I like where we're able to go in and create something and it's our own. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like it gives us drive. And sometimes I like being able to surpass what I did before and be like, dang, I did that. Like that feels good. It's no cap when you are working for yourself, when you're striving, when you're pushing forward. And it's like this thrill, you know? So
Okay. It's like a high.
it is.
Yeah, okay, true that. I can dig that. So tell me something about the lows, you feel me, like the struggles, because right now you telling me you the GOAT and all this and all that. That shit seem kind of easy. You know, went from 200 to 1,500, you feel me? I know it's little girls out there like, dang, I'm finna do this, you feel what I'm saying? So tell me about the trials and the tribulations and all, the ugly part, you feel me? Like,
So those highs come with lows as well.
oh yeah.
So the funny thing is, after we were slinging the plates, we had money put up. So we were hyped. Let's go get this place. We went. We got a building. We were ready. Burp, run out of money.
I mean, shit, y'all only made 1,500 one time.
No. We did this for months selling
Oh,
plates.
okay,
Yes,
okay.
and we had a nice little bit of money. But then we ran out because what happens is we built everything from scratch. So we had to build our kitchen. We had to buy certain things that the health department said. So we ran out of money. And it was like, oh no, what do we do next? Like we're too far to quit and it ain't in us to quit. So what do we do? So we went back and we got more jobs. So what was funny is I walked away from a job I had to go back to because I didn't calculate it.
Oh, so you was going back to being a social worker.
Yes, I had to go back.
That's what hey, boy, you gotta listen. I've been trying to tell people, you feel me?
Yes.
Don't be shitting on people because you might need them one day. You
Right.
feel me?
So I wasn't able to fire my social work job until 2019 for sure, once we were open. But one of the lows for it was running out of money, having to go back to work, having to pay for a building for a year that we wasn't even making money off of. Can you imagine that?
Oh, I know. I got
You
similar
know,
stories myself. You
So,
feel me?
but that's the sacrifice of going for the success that you want.
Oh, yeah.
So now when I look at it, I'm like, oh, I'm glad I went through that. But at the time, it was hard. You know what I mean? So, and then not even that, just operating in it. You know, this has been the first thing I've ever been fully committed to. And so I can't just quit. I can't decide I don't want to do it. So that's a low for me, you know. So
What about time with your family and your kids?
You sacrifice a lot of that. I can remember when we were working on the building, literally she and I would go to work and then we would go home, feed our girls, get them ready for bed, and then go in the shop and paint, clean, build. I mean, do it all. So I was missing.
After the girls were asleep.
Right. Absolutely.
So Esther, she got a daughter too, right?
Yes. Our daughters are 3 days apart.
3 days. How does that happen? How do you go in business with your best friend?
How can
feel
you
me?
not?
And y'all have kids like 3 days apart.
It's all ordained by God. I tell everybody that because it wasn't planned.
That's gotta be.
We didn't find out that our girls was that close until our second trimester. We were just sitting there talking and was like, my due date's this, my due date's that. And we was like, oh, wow.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. So everybody always asks if it was planned. It wasn't.
True that. And so how do your kids, your daughter and her daughter feel about the business? Is it something that they want to pick up and keep going? Do you feel like it's generational wealth? You feel me? Or do you feel like, oh, it's just me and then she gonna go? Because my kid, I ain't even gonna lie to you, my daughter, she just had a interview at Chick-fil-A.
So
I'm like, yo, what you mean? You come work for me? You ain't gotta get interviewed already. Finna start getting paid.
Yeah, our kids don't want to work for us.
That's crazy.
You know, so they like the perks of it, and when they were younger, they were excited about it. But now, as they're becoming individuals and going their own way, they want to experience the outside world, which we both know the outside world is not going to be as good as working for your parents.
You dig.
So we'll let them, and then they'll come back. But all I can say is we have the open door. Like, we built this, so they have access to it.
Gotcha. So you ain't never gonna cut them off. They can just come get a job, throw their apron on whenever they feel like
Absolutely not. That is not true. Just never cut them off.
Yeah,
Oh, no. No.
Hey,
You have to hold them accountable.
You get 3 tries with me. You feel me? You ain't finished. Just keep on committing to this and leaving. You feel me?
No, there has to be some type of boundary set up.
True.
You feel me?
Okay. So let's touch back with you being a social worker. You feel me? Let's talk about that. Like, how did you even get into that, and what made you even want to go down that path?
Oh, Lord. So
was it your background?
Not.
You feel me? Like,
it was not. So one of my degrees is in psychology. So I wanted to do counseling, but I could never find a job in counseling. And I'll never forget, I was working at Cheddar's while I was in school. And this woman came in one time and she was like, you need to come work at such and such, put an application. I'm like, oh, no, I'm not a social worker. So I was putting applications in my field and I wasn't getting no calls back. It had me depressed. I'm like, I'm stuck doing tables. So just so happens, I went to the place she told me. I put in an application. They called me back. And when I interviewed, I was like, okay, this is for me. And that's how I got in it. It wasn't something that I had planned. It wasn't something that I had a background in. And then once I got into it, it was like I was so passionate about it that I just stayed with it. So how was the transition from being a social worker to being an entrepreneur? Because you said you was passionate about social work. Are you one of those people who get passionate about something and then you just embark on that passion? Or do you already know where you want your life to go and like, okay, this is what I see, and this is what I'm going to do, and this is how I'm going to get to it? Or if something comes along and it just sparks a little bit of passion, do you just run with that? No, I already know what I want and how I want to do it. Like you said, the first option. I always tell people I write my vision with a pencil because God's going to always come and do it how he wants to do it. Okay. So we plan our steps, but they're ordered by the Lord. So it doesn't matter. She sound like a youth pastor, don't she? Boy, I used to be one of those too. For real? Yes, sir. Dang. Yes, sir. For 3.5 years. Sister Trap. Yeah. You got jokes. But no, seriously, even with because I'm so passionate about it, I plan to do other things later down the line with social work. So I didn't just give up on it. I just put it on the back burner to pursue Sisters. Okay. Yes. So is Sisters consuming a lot of your time and your energy to where you can't embark on some other things right now? For a while it did. So now at the 3rd year, it's like I'm being able to look at my time, calculate, okay, I have time to put towards this. I have time to do this, and really hone in on doing the other things that I know I'm supposed to be doing. Like trainings and courses and hitting that gym. Yes, sir. Said she was a fitness enthusiast. Listen. You feel? Oh, okay. Yes. She got some little baby guns over there. You feel me? Yes, sir. That's what's up. You feel me? So what you sipping on right there? So this right here is one of the juices from Sisters. It's called the Jungle Gym, and it's good for energy. You may need that, you know. Jungle Gym. Yes, sir. Say something. Where y'all be coming up with these names from? One of our customers actually named this one. Which one? I don't know her name. She was just a customer in one day. Name some juices, but go ahead. And she tasted it, and that's what she came up with because of the color. So yes. Okay. So that's pineapple juice. She should have called it Jungle Fever. Because we in Kingsport and Tri-Cities, you feel me? Like you never seen that movie, but it ain't a movie. It's a saying. Really? Where did it come from? That's a whole other thing. You don't know what Jungle Fever is? I do. It came from a movie. For real? Yes. I'm older than you, sir. Keep them Kingsport jokes over there. It's a song to it and everything. I bet you don't even know the song. I don't. You feel me? He's got jungle fever. Oh, I do remember that. Yeah, the guy did from Alicia. Go ahead. But so this is pineapple juice, aloe vera gel, and then it has E3, which is an algae. You can drink aloe vera gel? I thought that's what you put on your skin. You use it for all things. You can do it topical, which is your skin, so and then you can ingest it. Yeah. No, it's not lotion. It's pure aloe. You know, aloe comes from a plant. Yeah. So you cut the plant, you juice the plant. Juice the plant. Yes. I know. And then it has E3, which is an algae, which is from the sea. Like sea moss. Well, like, it hangs out with your people, SpongeBob and them. Oh. Right. Oh, Patrick just hit me up. Right. Yeah. And it's good for omega-3s and 6s, so it's good for you all around. And it tastes good. You should taste you some. Shake that one right there and have you a sweet. The lights got it a little warm. I don't know if it's the lights or your breath, but this Jungle Gym gonna turn into a jungle fire. We're gonna need Smokey the Bear in this month. I'm gonna taste it though. It's really good. Oh yeah, that's busting right there. Told you. Kind of tastes like
a swagged out seawater. You feel me? Like, you know, when you go swimming in the ocean and you get
That's
that little
what I
taste in your
told
mouth,
you.
you feel me? That shit, you said jungle.
That's gross. That's like salt water.
Yeah.
Who drinks that?
Everybody, but yeah, that's busting.
The captain,
what
huh?
other kind of flavors y'all got?
So we have the Cardi Beat. It's pineapple and it's ginger and it's beets. And it's really good for high blood pressure, high cholesterol. We have the OMG. It's fresh juice, oranges, pineapple
Oranges, mangoes,
juice.
and grapes, huh?
No.
So why is it OMG?
I mean, because when you taste it, you're like, oh, MG.
I was like that when I taste that one.
No, you was more like, huh. So, you know. And then we have like our immunity shots.
Yeah, y'all gave me that ginger shot. That
It made you feel better, right?
I don't remember how it made me feel, but the taste was like biting. You feel me, a little rock wall in that cup.
It feel like when Ali knocked somebody out. Like, oh,
You know Ali?
yeah,
You watch sports and stuff?
yes.
Who you got on the championship?
Oh, I don't know anything about that. I'm talking about like Muhammad Ali. I like watching fights. Like him and Frazier.
And you old fights, you feel me? That's the type of stuff.
Yes.
That's the type of stuff they was playing when you was in school in history class. The Ali and Frazier fights. with your
No,
old
that's what they
ass.
was playing at my house when my mom was having fight nights.
You're not that old.
Yes, I am. I can
You
remember.
really watched the Ali fight on TV?
Well, the rewind. But
Oh,
listen.
yeah. I was about to say.
No, but I do remember when Tyson bit Holyfield's ear. I'll never
Oh, I
forget.
remember that. Yeah, I
no, you
remember
don't.
that.
You
Yes, I
were
do.
asleep. You
I
know you
remember
had a
that. I
bedtime.
remember
You
that.
do not.
My mama let me stay up for all the wrestling matches and all the fights.
I'ma
You feel
ask
me? Because
her.
there was pay per view. She was like me, and she was like, "Somebody, baby, this my son gonna watch it." Fuck that.
So yes, I like to watch boxing. The old school though, because now I feel like they got that whole everybody's a winner thing going on.
I mean, you gotta have an undefeated record to kind of get that bag now. But yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, that's not competitive.
True that. So, man, Esther, man, talk to me about her, man. You want to call her up or what's up, man? Tell me a little bit about Esther and her background and her story. You feel me?
I think Esther's asleep right now.
You think she's asleep?
Yes.
She's cool.
We
as
have
hell, boy.
bedtimes.
Esther is the professional in this relationship.
She is. Listen, she is my accountability partner.
You the
she
evil
doesn't.
twin.
Why does everybody say that?
Everybody got an evil twin. You feel me? Like
I
when
am.
You feel me? Like everybody. Beans is my evil twin. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Oh no.
boss move. Matter of fact, shout
Yes,
out to my
sir. Shout
brother. You feel
out.
me? We're trying to get him all the way corporate. You feel what I'm saying? And in this life, yeah. But
But no,
everybody got an
Esther.
evil
Let's
twin.
go back to Esther because I really want to talk about her.
Yeah,
She's
man.
amazing. And she's rough at the same time. She's so assertive. But I need that. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't let me get by with nothing. We've been best friends now for about 26 years. And I could say she's my rider for real.
Damn,
Yes.
26 years.
26 years.
Y'all might as well get married.
Well, why would we do that?
I mean, if y'all don't find no mans, don't neither one of y'all ain't neither one of y'all in no relationship. If y'all can't find no mans, then y'all might as well just marry each other.
So would you marry Beans?
I mean, nah, I wouldn't. Nigga, you
oh,
feel me? We
but I
wouldn't
was
call
supposed
it
to
that,
marry
but shit,
Esther.
we'd thug it out for forever. You feel me? Like it'd be me and that nigga to
Just
the
know
end.
I'm
You feel me?
going to call
live
it that.
you
I'm
feel
going
me?
to call it that.
Oh, that nigga Cap married the Beans.
Yes.
It is what it is. That's my brother. You feel me?
That's my sister.
Yeah,
that would
I
be
feel you,
incest.
But shut up.
You shut up.
But anyway, speaking of, how is it being an entrepreneur? You know, a female entrepreneur trying to find like that man.
It's not easy. It's not easy because a lot of people don't understand the entrepreneur lifestyle. A lot of men feel like you're supposed to stop what you're doing in order to hang with them or to see them or to do whatever it is that they have on their agenda.
Niggas feel like that, period, even if you're not no entrepreneur.
Yeah, but somebody who's doing the same thing as you understands that, listen, we don't have that flexibility to do that.
So you feel like it's not a lot of dudes who are entrepreneurs who can even correlate with what you got going on.
No, not at
So
all.
that's
Not at all.
automatic. So
And then
you-
it causes friction because then they feel like you're not showing me affection. You're not showing me attention. I don't have time for that. Like my business, my legacy, my generational wealth that I'm building comes before any man.
feel
And
you.
if you can't add to that, then I don't even want you. Like I used to be the type that would just entertain just to entertain. I can't even do that. I don't have the energy. Like if you're not bringing something to the table, I don't have no room for it. Like I don't have time
She
for
done
it.
lost up the queen status, you feel me? Because some
Absolutely.
bitches, they just be wanting time and attention, you feel me? They be having their own motion and having shit going on, but they'll let a nigga or a dude slow down what they got going on. Just
But you know,
because they wanna entertain
statistically,
them.
that's what happens in every area of lifestyles. Statistically, if you listen to women, they'll say, I put this on the back burner. I put that on the back burner so I can help him get where he's going, so I can take care of the kids. I'm not doing that. My daughter's about to be grown. That's my first responsibility. After that, I can't put myself on the back burner to do what a man needs me to do.
Okay.
Now we can grow together. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like a relationship is an investment and you have to have a return. So if I get with a man and he's stagnant or he doesn't know where he's going, he can't lead me. And I can't follow you.
So you feel like relationships are transactional?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, I feel you on that too, because they are.
They are.
So I remember one time we was talking, you feel me? You was talking about the compatibility test.
Yes.
You feel me? So talk to the people about the compatibility test.
Okay,
you feel me? Like, put them on that. 'Cause that shit had me like, damn, like I be having chemistry with motherfuckers, but I just don't be
have the compatibility.
You feel what I'm saying?
You listen to me when I talk.
Hey, that shit was hard.
You be rolling your eyes. I don't be thinking you listening.
Your head's so goddamn big. You feel me?
But my mouth is even bigger. I'm glad you was listening. No, but honestly, a lot of people, so you'll meet someone and you'll have things in common. Like you like to go dance or you like to listen to music or you might like to travel and you feel like that's enough. So y'all got that chemistry. He's funny. He's fine. She's beautiful. She's thick, whatever. Mm-hmm. That's cool. That's the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, yeah.
But the compatibility is, what is their attachment style? What is their communication style? What is their personality type? Where are they trying to go? What are their parenting way? Like, what is their background? How far is their trauma? Because we all got trauma, right?
Gotcha.
But it just depends on if people are working through it on their own. Like, I don't have time to babysit somebody's emotions. Am I compassionate? Am I going to be there? Yes, but I don't have 2 weeks because you're mourning because we had a argument or a difference of opinion. So that's when the compatibility comes in. Like, yeah, you got chemistry. We can text and talk all day. But when you get to the substance of it, there's no compatibility.
So you feel like you got to have compatibility to have a long-term relationship?
Absolutely. Imagine in your lifestyle, right? She's everything based on chemistry-wise, but she don't care about health, and you own a gym. You're not compatible. Yeah. She frying bacon in your kitchen. Are y'all compatible?
I feel you. That shit stink.
Hold on. You're all about getting to the bag, and she all about spending it. Is that compatibility?
No. But some dudes, they get the money just for the girls to spend it. I'm not that type of dude. I'm not the type of dude to get money just so a girl can spend it or to trick off on no female or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? I use money as an object and as a tool, you feel me, to get me what the fuck I need and to live freely in my life. But some dudes, I know, I'm around niggas all the time, you feel me? That's what they do. They get money. As soon as they get the money, you feel what I'm saying? They in the girl DM with a stack of the money, you feel what I'm saying? And then they spending the money on the bitch.
She's not taking him serious. It's chemistry until she gets what she gets, and then she's on to the next.
Sure. I agree with you. I'm just trying to put these young hustlers on game. You feel what I'm saying?
And a lot of that goes back to what I said, people's trauma. So if he didn't get attention when he was younger, now he got a bag and all the women want him, that's surface. Like, because those women ain't finna ride with you when you need them for real.
Oh, yeah, when the money gone, they gone too.
Right.
And your homies who you
It's 2022. We should know things like that by now. You got social
really
media, movies.
People really don't know that. Like, on social media, people really be falling for what they see. You feel me? And they don't really know the backstory. They don't really... Like, a lot of people, they would have just thought that you had the smoothie bar, you feel me? And they wouldn't have known that you had to go back to getting a job, that you went broke, and that you had to go sell plates to even get that money. They like looking at you. You feel what I'm saying? You're African-American female. Shit, before I knew you, I'm like... She probably got a drug dealer boyfriend, a sponsor, you feel what I'm saying, who giving her the money. And you feel what I'm saying? Because me being an entrepreneur myself, I know how hard it is. I know what it takes, you feel me? I know the money that it takes, you feel me? So for you to pay rent a whole year, it was hard. You feel what I'm saying? 2 ways. Me and Esther was going half on rent. In my mind, I'm like, hell no. You feel me? Because I don't see women who grind like that. You got your own, you got your regular household expenses, and then you got your business expenses. You feel what I'm saying?
It was hard
to take care of. You feel me? With no income coming in and just working a regular job. And me, I'm like, man, that shit ain't possible. You feel me? But whenever you break it down and you told me your story and what you do, I'm like, I can see that. You feel me? So a lot of people on social media, they don't see the struggle and what you had to go through to get to that point.
And I'll tell you, in that phase, it taught me so much because I grinded so hard. I would go and make smoothies. If you look way far back, I would make smoothies and do giveaways. And like the first 3 people to comment would get it. And I would go out, I would go to gyms, I would do flyers. I did everything in my power because I had to make this happen. You feel me? Like me and Esther would just go places and just tell people. And what's funny is, till this day, somebody will come in and be like, I met you when you worked at Olive Garden. You told me you was going to do this. Or I remember running into you at Walmart and you said y'all was going to have this. And those are the things that be like, that grind paid off.
And you made it happen.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's what's up. So what's next?
Oh, Lord. I don't know what's next. Like, I have a few avenues I want to explore, but I don't know which one's going to be first.
Gotcha.
So
when you think you're going to settle down?
When you mean business-wise?
Both. Like, when you think you're going to settle down with the businesses and focus more on your relationship? Like, are you one of them type of females who like, oh, I gotta be in a relationship? Like, do you, like, okay, this is what I'm trying to say. Most women, they got that picture in their head, like playing with Barbie dolls and meeting that Cant and having that happily ever after. Or are you ready for that? Or you just gonna shit, if that shit come, it come. If it don't, it don't. And you just gonna keep on grinding till you meet it. Because
So
I feel like I feel like you're gonna get to that point, business wise, to where you can just step away,
right?
And you can have time. Your daughter's about to be grown; she's gonna be in college. You feel me? You can step away, so you'll have time to go on dates and see who you compatible with.
Right. So I feel like it's just going to happen for me. I don't feel like I'm going to have to go out and get it. And as for the Ken and Barbie fantasy, I had that when I was younger, but I'll never forget when I was doing social work, I was driving through Greenville. And I always tell people, when you're in nature, you hear God's voice the loudest, right? Mm-hmm. And so I remember God was like, you're not going to have a traditional marriage. And I'm like, what you mean? Like, because this is what I had in my head. Mm-hmm. And I remember praying about it and God showing me that it's going to be like bi-coastal. Like, so I took from that, it's going to be a man that's on the same path as me. Gotcha. So until I meet that, I'm not going to settle down. Like, gotcha. I'm so focused on getting where I need to go in my business that it's like, that's not top tier for me right now. Do I want companionship? Absolutely. Who doesn't? We were created to be around other people. Mm-hmm. But to like make something official and settle down, nah, that's going to have to just, God going to have to be like, it's him, sis.
I feel you, sis. You feel me? But check this out. So you in the middle tier. You feel what I'm saying? You know, we got the new school. You feel me? We got the old heads, and then we got the niggas who just swagged out in the middle. You feel what I'm saying? You kind of in the middle. You can date a nigga daddy and the son. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? You can go city girl with it, or you can go marry J. Blige.
You're right.
You feel me? So how these dudes be coming at you these days? You feel me? Like, tell me, you feel me? Like, explain that shit. You
low
feel me?
Effort. Like, I feel like low effort. So I feel like the older men come like, oh, I got a bag, baby girl. Like, let me take you on
sugar
trips.
Daddy money.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then the younger ones is like, pull up. Like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, so to me, it's just, I feel like social media has desensitized men to actually putting effort in.
Hold on. Whoa, we're gonna stop it there. Desensitize men. You feel me? It ain't just what it done to women. You feel
Desensitize them as well. Because if there were not women pulling up, they wouldn't even be asking females like that.
I mean, shit. It's like, shit, I know everything about you already. What else I'm gonna ask you? I can't ask you how was your day going because you just had your phone in your face telling me everything I need to know.
But that's not true.
My boss sucks. This and that. You feel me? Oh, I know about your friends and what they got going on because you telling their business. You showing me where you at. I know where you done been. You feel me? I know what you like. All this and all that. So it's like, I don't even really got to get to know you. So let's be clear.
You're not talking about me. You're talking about in general.
In general.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like I'm not talking about me. I'm just talking about niggas and how niggas think. You feel me? Like,
so let's back up to where you just said you can't get the whole story from social media. So if you feel like you know how her day's going because you seen her do a live, then you're shooting yourself in the foot. Like,
it ain't even a live. It's just what you showing
in her story.
Yeah. It ain't even got to be alive. You feel me?
You
can
taught
piece
me,
stuff together.
but you taught me that the story is a highlight to the real thing going on, right?
Oh yeah.
So you're seeing highlights to her day. So what would it be for you to say, let me ask you this, how's your day going? Who have you impacted today? A deep, sustainable question, like not WYD.
That's how you want to get approached because your story. I don't look at your story and see the same stuff that I see on other girls' stories.
But sometimes, if you look at my story, I would come off as a birdhead because I love to laugh at certain things and I post that stuff on my story.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not the type of person who I think that just because you post something on social media, that's really what's going on in your life or that's really how you feel. So you could I don't even care. But I'm just saying. In general, if a dude sees you posting all of this shit, you feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And how your day went, and you been here, you been there, you partying with your girl, all this and all that. I already know what's up. So shit, I see where you at. You feel what I'm saying? At 4 o'clock, I see where you at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. So shit, I ain't seen her in 2 hours, goddamn it. I'ma slide in the DM, pull up. Cause shit, I ain't sent you on live on the
Pull
story.
up?
That's how
That's
these
your
young
next
niggas
thought?
think. That's how these young niggas think. I already know everything else. You done showed me. We ain't even gotta talk about it.
So, well, whatever.
You feel me? You feel me?
I don't-
If you're not having a good day, shit, you can tell me that whenever I pull up. You can say I was capping. I was lying on the gram. You feel me? I'm really
Just
sad.
pull up, though.
You feel me? That's how these niggas think, because they don't. Come on, man. People don't talk on the phone no more and do what we used to do.
But I do.
You do, because you.
I'm in that middle.
You in that middle. You feel what I'm saying? You like, a nigga gonna have to wait 30 days. You gonna have to call me 17 times. You gonna take me out 5, and then you got, what is it? You got like a tier, not even a tier. You feel what I'm saying? Like you got.
No, I do. I have.
You got with a tier and what you want. You feel what I'm saying? It's like.
But everyone should have that.
I feel you. You feel me? You probably the type of woman that's like, okay, he's the type of nigga that I can fuck with. Put him right there. He the type of nigga that I can be with.
So
Put him
I
right
was
there.
once
I can
like
be
that.
His husband. You feel what I'm saying? Cause it be my husband. I put him right there. You got
so I was once
categories.
like that. But then at the end of the day, you start getting tired of that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But listen though, you probably still do that off the top.
Not no more. I don't even look at people. I don't care. If they go on my DM, I don't even respond no more. I don't care.
Yeah, all right.
I'm so serious.
I feel you.
But, you know, when I was entertaining, I did. Like, oh, that one could be this could be that, you know.
Crazy as hell. Why do women do that?
Men do it as well.
I mean, I know dudes do it. I want to know why women do it.
Why do men think they can save women for later? Like, oh, she could be a wifey. I'm gonna save her for later, but I'm gonna run through this.
Nah, listen, that's not it. That's false. You feel what I'm saying? Because a real nigga, you feel me? If you wifey, he gonna let you know you wifey. You feel what I'm saying? And he gonna let you know like you wifey, but I'm just not ready to be hubby right now. I'm not trying to lock you down and do this and do that.
So why wouldn't he get ready?
So either you gonna fuck with me while I'm doing what I'm doing, you feel what I'm saying? Or you can just go do what you gotta do, and if we happen to get back up on the back end, then we meet on the back end.
I mean, it's fair as long as he's telling her.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So what you saying, like, that's what niggas do. You feel what I'm saying? Because most men is scared to tell the truth. You feel me? And 9 times out of 10, when you tell the truth, you get what you want still. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But people don't know that. That as men, especially being black men, we always we looked at a certain way. You feel what I'm saying?
You're
and
prone to playing games because that's what y'all were taught?
No.
Culturally?
What you mean? That ain't playing the game. It's just
no, not
being
you,
real.
not the ones that you said are being honest, but the other ones. Like they have a reputation to uphold. You feel me? Like if I'm real with her and she leave me, then now I'm down one.
No. I don't never see me. It's hard for me to think like that because I ain't never been the type of dude to be like, oh, I got this many on my team. You feel what I'm saying? So if one leave, then I'm down.
Well, take yourself out the box, Cap. That's your words.
Okay, I feel you.
And we're just talking in general. Like you said, you're around men all the time. You hear them speak. That's something that they brag about. Like their money, the amount of females they got. Like
when we was young, kinda. I mean, me and my homeboys, we ain't never really bragged about how many girls we got or none of this or none of that because that really wasn't, the focus was money.
Okay.
We was always trying to get money. You feel me? The girls was just came on with it. You feel me? And we from a small town in a small city, so everybody fucking everybody. You feel me? So it's not even like bragging about, you feel me? It's like you can't brag about like, oh, I had so and so because shit, your homie had so and so too. You feel what I'm saying? So you really just keep that shit on the hush hush, do what you do. My thing is shit, you get one. The rest is for everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Like you can only get that one who really for you, who gonna ride for you, who nigga you gonna fight over and all this and all that. The rest is shit. You feel me? She might be with me one day. She might be with Beans the next day. You feel what I'm saying? Or
that's
Timothy,
horrible.
especially when you young. You feel what I'm saying? And you in a small city like where we from. You feel me? First off, most of African Americans or black people, they kin. You feel what I'm saying? We kin to each other. So it's only so many to choose from. You feel me? And so it's like shit. If I didn't like you, who's to say that my nigga ain't like you? You feel me? And that he don't love you. And I don't want to be selfish to block your love or whatever the fuck you got going on just because we messed around whenever we was young or a long time ago. You feel what I'm saying? So
no, it makes sense.
Yeah. So we ain't never really talked about that, but so I can't really say that dudes is not being real because they don't want to. Well, because they want like, oh, I'm losing one. You feel what I'm saying? Because
I mean, that's just my opinion based on, you know, what I've observed.
Nah, I just feel like they just not being real just because people just ain't real. You feel me? Like,
but then I have to ask though, in the African American community that we're speaking about, we are the lowest number statistically in marriages and stuff. So I feel like the black community has more situationships than anything. Why do you think that is?
Because we ain't never really been shown real love and taught what real love is, and we don't know that if the way that they showing marriages and shit now, we don't know if that's how it's supposed to be. Because when you take us back to Africa, these niggas got 5 and 6 wives. It be women over there with 7, 8 husbands. You feel me? Like, everybody's culture is different. So let's back up. Neither one of us have ever been to Africa, and so growing up in this area, that's fine. I've studied all types of cultures, but growing up in Johnson City, Tennessee, you did not see men with 5 wives. Okay, yeah, I feel you.
So again, why is it that in our culture, especially in small towns, we have more situationships than we have black men committing to women?
I feel like we don't have enough, like, to choose from.
So selection?
Yeah, enough selection. You feel what I'm saying? Like women either. You feel me? Like, y'all don't have enough men, so y'all forced to settle. You feel me? It's like, if you don't get out of Johnson City, then you're gonna settle for the best nigga that you can find in Johnson City. Not you, but that's how women are. So dudes is the same way. And it's just like, and men, it's like, we don't gotta settle down. We ain't gotta be married. You feel me? Like, we grow up, especially black dudes. You feel me? It's like, we not trying to be in a relationship. It's like, we don't see that. We don't look up to niggas who's like married in no relationship. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we looking up to niggas like Allen Iverson. You feel what I'm saying? And shit, like,
AI's like, married. LeBron's married.
But that nigga look like he cheating. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that nigga on the court. You can't tell me that nigga was like, I'm just saying, like, shit, that nigga got the braids that nigga got
you feel that?
All the hoes in the stands. You feel what I'm saying? This nigga had my mama wearing a jersey. God damn it, shit. What the fuck?
We don't know AI was cheating, but he was married though.
But I'm just saying though, you feel me? Like, we didn't.
So you're saying that. Y'all were looking up to what?
We didn't see that part. We was just looking like, I don't know. We just seen like, okay, if you own and you popping, you can really have whatever type of female you want. You feel me? You gonna be able to select and you ain't gotta settle. You feel me? It's like, if you want to get married, I bet you. You saying AI married? I didn't know AI married, but I guarantee you his wife bad as hell.
Usually they have homely looking wives because it's the women who was with them before they blew up. 9 times out of 10.
Sometimes you feel me, but a lot of
like Kobe had a bad wife. She's bad.
She bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, but majority of them, Lala's bad. Carmelo Anthony.
Thank you. Like, come on now. Tell me one nigga in the NBA who ain't got a bad wife.
I'm not finna do that on here. I'll tell you after the podcast. You feel me? But some look homely, honestly. Some famous people, you be like, when you look at them, even actors, when you look at them,
they might not know how to spend their money.
Really? But what if it's that he looks at her for who she is and not just the outside? Although men are visual.
I mean, that's what you asked me a question like, why? You feel me? It's like, we don't got enough selection. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, I'm not finna settle. You feel me? Like, men really don't settle. You feel what I'm saying? Especially in our culture. You feel what I'm saying? Like, niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Like, niggas who hustle and who do what they do. You feel what I'm saying? And travel and shit. It's like, nah, hell no, I'm not finna settle. You feel me? Like, for what?
So why wouldn't they make it work with one of the women they're meeting when they're traveling?
Because then you don't really know them bitches like that. You feel me? It's like, okay. Like, if I meet a bitch when I'm traveling, I'm balling. You feel what I'm saying? You gonna meet me at pretty much 10 out of 10. You feel me? I'm gonna be fresh as hell. You feel me? I'm gonna have some money on me.
Yeah,
you
feel
me?
I'm gonna be smelling behavior. Yes.
Exactly. You feel me? I'm gonna be looking like it. You feel me? So
she's gonna meet your counterfeit and not the real you.
No, that's the real me. That's just not. I don't do none of that shit when I'm home because
it's no point.
There's no point. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, bitch, you know me. Y'all, everybody around know who the fuck I am. You know what's up, anyways. And if you don't, cool, kudos to you. You feel what I'm saying? But you already know what's up. You feel me? Like, you know, and motherfuckers don't even see me like that because I don't even come out anyway. So it is what it is. But whenever I'm out of town and me and my nigga, that's how we look. And we can't trust them bitches because we looking at the tip top. You feel me? And in my eyes, I'm like, shit, especially the background I'm coming from, bitch, you might be trying to rob me. You feel what I'm saying? Or whatever. This, especially if I'm in your city, I'm in Houston.
She got her brothers on the line ready to come.
You feel me? Like, oh, this nigga's from Tennessee. You feel what I'm saying? Or they from the A or from wherever the fuck. You feel me? So, nah, it's just it comes a lot with trust. You feel what I'm saying? And being a man. See, women, y'all's trust is different. You feel me? Like a motherfucker can hurt you over and over and over again, and you still trust that motherfucker not to hurt you. A man, especially a nigga like me, you feel me? You can only hurt me one time, and then that trust is over with. You feel me? It's like
so
I can't
can
trust
trust
you
be rebuilt?
With me, I ain't even gonna lie to you. It can't be rebuilt. It can be fucking. I can look over some shit.
No, because now you're still carrying the emotion.
I'm not carrying it all. Just like I know that I can't trust you with that shit because I done. What made you lie in the first place?
What if it wasn't a lie? What if you don't trust somebody based on a scenario or a situation going a different way?
Like what you mean?
Like for instance, it's not that they lied to you, but they did something you wouldn't have thought they would do. And they're not knowing like, oh, I didn't know this would bother you. So now I don't trust you because you just did this. So if you're telling her and she changes the behavior, you still don't trust her?
Oh yeah. You only get one time like that. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you do that shit again, oh hell no, you know me. But for me to trust somebody, I'm in the point that I am in my life now. You feel me? For me to trust a motherfucker, I have to know that they know me. So I'm not just giving my trust out. You feel me? It takes a while for me to build trust with you because you have to know who I am first to know what's distrust to me, what's not loyalty. You feel what I'm saying? What's dishonest? What do I think? You feel what I'm saying? So
right.
You feel me? It takes a lot because I done learned it. I done gave my trust out to motherfuckers and I get hurt quick. You feel me? That's gonna make me stop fucking with a motherfucker quick. You feel what I'm saying? Because they don't really know who I am. You feel me? So if I meet a woman or whatever, and I say I might trust her or whatever the fuck, you feel me? And she lie to me and tell me some shit, you feel me? And I find out that that's a lie, and it might be like some little bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? I can't really fault her because she didn't know why that hurt me so much. You feel what I'm saying? And why it was so distrusting of me. You feel me? She was like, oh, that was just some little bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? So
right.
People got to know who you are, know your situation, and know what you've been through in order for you to really trust them.
Now, I do feel like women give trust out too soon. I feel like we are just open to, hey, I trust you. I don't know about that. I feel like y'all have more of a wall up.
Nah, if
you don't think so?
we trust you.
Now, come on.
That's just
some men
real.
run through 6 women in a week. They trust all of them?
You trust them in some way.
Maybe if you trust her to stay at her house and spend the night and not have your gun beside you. But so you mean they trust every woman that they're laying with?
To some extent, yeah. Not everyone, but you got to trust them somewhat.
Because you're trusting them with your life. Intimate.
Yeah, and that's the most, you feel me? That's the most vulnerable moment in your life is when you having sex. You feel me?
Absolutely.
So you weak, my nigga.
Yeah, you're right.
That's when you get got.
That's when people kick in the door.
You feel me? Like,
hands up.
You heard Weezy F on that song. But yeah.
I don't know.
But just coming from where we come from, we don't really see a lot of marriages and stuff and just what we look like. We don't have a lot of stuff to look up to.
So I don't think we can still say that in 2022. Maybe not growing up, we didn't see it regularly, but you see all these black love pages, these marriage pages. Like,
okay, let me tell you something about this shit.
Okay, let's hear it.
Because this is what I went to school for. This shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So on your social media, you see black love and all of this and all that.
Because it's based on what I like.
Because that's based off your algorithm and what you like.
Right.
But to my son and all of them, they seeing NBA Youngboy or so-and-so just went to jail or this or that. You feel what I'm saying? They're not seeing no black love. They're not seeing no positivity because that's not what they're getting fed. You feel me? Or when they go to school, they're not seeing that. None of their friends' parents are in a relationship or something like that. So
you're right.
That's not what they see. You feel me?
Yeah.
Especially where we from. You feel me? Like, we don't see no black love because we can't even talk about no black love because it's only 10 black businesses, goddamn it, and me and you own 4 of them. You feel what I'm saying?
But business and relationships, like, we're talking about two different things.
No, because before you can have a relationship, you got to have your business straight. You got to have your business together. What you just say? If a man ain't stable and all this and all that,
absolutely. But there are some people who get in relationships before they begin to build their legacy, right? Everybody's not like us. We have the option to say, this is what I'm going to settle for and this is what I'm not.
And those are people who can't complain or don't complain. You feel what I'm saying? And they going to get it with their partner. They need somebody else to get them to that
for the stability.
Level. You feel me? For the stability. They need somebody to say, yeah, baby, let's do it. Or need that person to... I might be the worker. You might be the paperwork person. You feel what I'm saying? So some people, they can't do it all.
So you have the visionaries and you have the ones who's going to execute. So she can go to her husband and be like, listen, I want to put this together. And he like, all right, let's do it.
Exactly.
But I think there's nothing wrong with that in any relationship.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Because that's the thing. You need somebody who's going to be strong in the areas that you're not.
If that's both of y'all's goal, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because what you just said, a woman, she's used to sacrificing and giving up her dreams. You feel what I'm saying? And I'll stay home with the baby. You feel me? Yeah. And all of this and all that, so we can get the business going. And she not really want that shit, because a lot of people in the business world, that's what they do. They got husbands and wives, and they both built the business together and all this and all that. But that's what the husband really wanted to do.
You're right.
You feel me? And then they end up getting left.
But the husband is usually the leader. Like, you follow based on his vision.
I feel you, but you just got to lead the right one.
And that's why you don't settle.
I feel you. So why you feel like people settle?
I feel like people settle because of fear. Once you get a certain age, I feel like...
What you scared of?
Being alone.
You born alone.
Do you remember the day you was born? Tell me about it.
And I don't know the day I'm gonna die.
What the doctor look like?
You feel me? I don't know the day I'm gonna die. So I don't know if you're gonna be with me or by my side. We might be fighting that week.
But that in between, to me, I feel like a lot of people settle the fear of being alone. Because a lot of times when you're alone, you got to look at yourself. You got to face issues. Like, when you're alone, it's a lot of stuff that comes with being alone. Do I need to keep going?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So being alone, and then I feel like also is shame in being single. Like, there's a stigma to being single. I know that I do these affirmations, and when I used to like focus on being single, I felt like it was a curse in a sense at some points. Like, I'd be like, oh my God, like I should have somebody to do this with and do that with, right? Mm-hmm. And so one of the affirmations I added to my morning affirmations is I am happily single, because a lot of people look at it as a punishment. And really it's not, because you're dealing with getting yourself on track. So I feel like that's why a lot of people settle. Or people settle because he has 3 of the 10 things on my list, so I'm going to go ahead and keep him.
So I feel like, okay, so if you're going to get married and you got your stipulations and all that, okay, say it's 100 things that you need before you say yes. Mm-hmm. How many of them 100 things does a nigga got to have? You gonna settle for a 98% nigga? Does he got to be 100?
I was about to say, listen.
Like what? Listen, you feel me? Like,
because I know what I bring to the table, I need him to have not at least 99 of those.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And a bitch ain't one. But no, all jokes aside, I know what I bring to the table. And I know if I settle in certain areas, I'm going to be unhappy. And I'm not going into something looking to be unhappy. You feel me? Like, even as I'll tell you.
You also got a daughter, you feel me? You don't want her to see you unhappy. You got to do it right.
Absolutely.
Because she going to emulate what you do.
Absolutely. And even when I was like, I think I wrote my first list at like 23 years old of what I wanted in a husband. And that list has changed so much as I've grown.
You said 23?
Yeah, I was like 23 when I wrote the first list. I read this book called The List.
Hold on. How old was you when you started fucking?
17.
So you should have had that list ready then.
No one taught me anything about that. It wasn't until I went out on my own and started reading.
Tell them y'all need to write down what y'all want your husband to look like.
Absolutely, because you want to manifest that.
Fuck you, dog.
You know, Venus and Serena's daddy, he wrote out a whole thing of who they were going to be and what he wanted them to be when they were babies. And now look at them.
I know. You talking about King Richard.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I read a book. It was called The List. I used to just sit in my house and read. I remember somebody came in one time. He said, "You okay?" I said, "What you mean?" He said, "You just sit in your house and read." He thought something was wrong with me because that's not normal. And when I got done with the book, the woman had wrote a list. And I was like, I'm going to write a list. So I took out a piece of notebook paper and I wrote a list and I folded it up. I stuck it in my book. Now when I look at that list, I still have it. When I look at it, I laugh because it was so like who I was then, not the woman I grew into.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I'm writing out a list now, I'm writing it based on the woman I'm becoming.
Gotcha.
And so therefore I can't compromise on certain things. You have deal breakers. Some stuff you can compromise on. Like I used to say I'd never date a man with kids because I didn't want to be connected to baby mamas.
Damn.
Hold on. But now I'm in my 30s who doesn't have kids. Because a lot of men don't know how to navigate a baby mama and a girlfriend or a wife. They don't know how to control the situation. That's why you're supposed to help them and you're supposed
to show them. A lot of relationships, see, and me too as a man, this is where females fuck up at. Y'all be wanting a lot of shit, but y'all don't be willing to help a nigga to understand. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, I feel you might not want a nigga with no kids because the baby mama and all this and all that shit. show a nigga what you don't.
So
you
I
feel
did.
What I'm saying?
I got in a relationship with a man who had 2 kids, 2 baby mamas. They didn't get along. So you know what I did? I took it upon myself to knock on their door, talk to them. Listen, this is what you need. This is what he needs, because my man's needs come first. You feel me? So we'll do this when you're doing that. She wasn't letting him see the kid. So I'm going to bring you diapers every Friday, and I'm going to bring you the money for daycare. I'm going to pick the baby up, and we're going to go home. That's what we're going to do. All right. We didn't have no problems from that point on. The other baby mama didn't live in town. Listen, this is what we're going to do. What do you need? Because I asked them what their needs was. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a woman at the beginning and the end of every day. You get what I'm saying? So she's not my enemy. What is your needs? What do you need with this man not being in the household for your kids? And it was smooth. That's when I had to take that off my list because it worked. You feel me? Now one of them knocked all my windows out my car, but hey, that was way later.
I'm about to say, like,
That
y'all
was
women
way
be
later.
wanting shit from niggas, but y'all don't be willing to help a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like, females be wanting a nigga with time. Okay. Ooh, I'm glad I just caught myself. Okay, shawty, you want a nigga with time, you feel me? Help me make some more money, so therefore I ain't gotta do
But what
I'm
if she
doing,
doesn't help you make
feel
the
me?
money? What if she helps you get some tasks out the way and make things easier? So the time that you would spend cooking for you and the kids, if she cooked, now you got an hour or 2 you could spend with her.
I feel you. I feel where you coming
Or
from.
if you need to
But-
clean the house or whatever she's good at, whatever her strength is, what if
Yeah.
she comes in? So you can't say that. Like,
Whoa.
all
I
women-
can. I can say what I want now. You can't tell me what I can or what I can't say because everybody's situation and
but what I'm
scenario
saying is you
different.
can't say females. Like, all females aren't just gimme,
right.
gimme.
You right. Didn't nobody say that. You feel me? I didn't say all females. I just said most.
You said most.
Some.
All right,
You feel
I
me?
give you
I said
that,
most and
most.
some. You feel me?
But okay, so that's where communication comes in. If they're saying I want more time versus you saying I can't give you time, a nigga got stuff to do, are you gonna say, hey, listen, tomorrow, if you want me to spend more time with you, can you help me do this so that I got the extra time?
Oh, that's hard. I ain't never put it like that. Nope. I'd be like, I got shit to do.
See?
You feel
And so
me?
that's automatically gonna
Yeah.
put me on guard. So you got so much to do that's more important than finding time to spend with me.
But it ain't finding time. It's listen. I'm grinding. I'm getting to it. You feel what I'm saying? If I don't do what I got to do, you wouldn't even like me because I wouldn't even be at this point that I'm at now because everything that I'm doing is a building. I'm building a motherfucking franchise. I'm building an empire. It takes day by day for me to build a brick. You feel what I'm saying? Some days I'm laying 1 brick. Some days I'm laying 10, 12.
Have you ever seen how there's so multiple people building and laying bricks?
I have, but I've been hurt so much, and then I done had so many people come and help me, and then hired contractors. You feel what I'm saying? And they done gave me bad business that I'm more comfortable with building this on my own and doing it by myself, and just paying the people who I need to pay. I'd rather keep business, and love and my feelings out of it, because once I bring you into this world and you start fucking up, we gonna carry that at home.
But that's where communication comes in. Like, listen, I've been there all day. This is what happened, this, and this. Now, I don't want to go to bed angry, but I'm in my feelings. What are we going to do to work on this? Because for me, I feel like, I don't know if I was telling somebody this recently. Before I even get with a man, we're going to have a relationship retreat. Like, where we just go off, we're sitting down. What's your 5-year plan? What's mine? What do you expect? What do I expect? Like, and we're going to be real with each other. Then I'm going to need to sit down at least once a week. Because what happens is you hold all that stuff in and then you blow up. No, listen, here we are Sunday. Listen, last Tuesday we was at work. You was talking crazy. You know what? Because I dealt with this, and that. Communication is everything. But you also have to know your partner's communication style. Because you have passive, you have aggressive, you have passive aggressive, and assertive. You feel me? You're assertive. Everybody don't know how to deal with that. Especially if she's never had a male figure in her life to speak to her like that. Like, you get straight to the point.
Oh, yeah,
you just
for
spit it
sure.
out. To me, it comes off a little rude sometimes. But I've gotten used to you.
But I don't know how to sugarcoat.
And that's
you feel me?
fine. But you don't have to because you're assertive. As long as you do it in a respectful manner.
I am respectful when I
what the
say
women in
stuff.
your life are going to have to realize is how to receive it without being offended.
Because everybody, I feel like I always hurt the women. They be like, you just talk so. And I'll be like, no, I don't. I just said what I really meant. You feel me? Like, and I said it. It's like, I'm not finna pat you on the back or whatever the fuck. Because I don't feel like no woman pats me on the back when they tell me how the fuck they feel or even take into consideration why they feel that way. You get what I'm saying?
I 100% agree. But that's why if y'all in the beginning would have took communication style test, personality test, y'all would have known this and y'all would know how to navigate in the beginning.
Well, we should have had this podcast back in 2011. You feel me? But yeah,
We definitely would've.
people need to know that.
And so I need to know that. Like, because for me, I have an anxious attachment style. And so me and my therapist is working on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's got me asking myself, when I start thinking these crazy thoughts, where's your proof? And once I say, where's my proof? If I can't think of 3 reasons to follow up that crazy thought I'm having, it's not real.
But you so smart, you gonna make up some shit in your head that makes sense. God damn it, you feel
But
me?
that's a flaw though, right?
Yeah.
So I suck when I talk to a man who is avoidant. You know why? Because avoidant men don't communicate like that. So here I am, anxious, going crazy, and then you're not and then you're avoiding me.
What if
and
he
it's
avoiding
like,
you because he got shit going on?
you're never too busy to respond to somebody.
I can vouch for that. Yes, the fuck, huh?
That's
Yes,
not
the fuck, huh?
true.
Because yes. Because me, if I take my mind off of what the fuck I got going on, then I'm vulnerable and I'm susceptible to violence and danger and a whole bunch of shit. So therefore, I got to keep my head in the.
But that's where your
motherfucking game.
assertiveness comes on. Have I not called you before and you be like, don't talk? You got 1 minute. And so you know what? I get it out in that 1 minute and I respect it. This man's either making his music, he's either in a meeting or he's doing something, right?
I mean, yeah.
So it took you 1 second to answer that phone just to tell me, is it an emergency? No. Click. And you're rude. You hang up the phone. It's not an emergency, but I just seen something that I feel like I have to share. You feel me?
I hate when motherfuckers do that shit. Yo, because don't that many people call me. You feel me? I'm like, man, what's up? The fuck
Right.
you want?
And I can tell by your voice, like, he's not going to hear this today.
Like, nope. Hell no.
You want to hear
like,
something
Look
funny?
at this. No, I don't want to hear no funny shit. Goddamn it, I'm trying to lay down these fucking bars real quick so I can get home to my kids.
Yes, right. So for me, I feel like it's just really communication. So I don't take offense to that. If I send you a message and ask you something and you don't, and I'm not saying you in general, but if and you don't respond right away, I'm like, okay, that person may be busy now.
But you think like that. Most people don't think that way.
Well,
You
and I
feel me?
can't surround myself with people that don't, because I need people on my level in a sense.
I feel you.
You know what I'm
That's-
saying? Like
and-
as a partner or as in my immediate circle.
Gotcha.
Because everybody can't talk to me like that. You feel me? Like,
feel you.
Oh, I'll never call you again. You know, because
a lot of motherfuckers can't call me because they want some bullshit.
Right. So to me, a person's never too busy. Even when I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, I keep my phone on Do Not Disturb 1 day a week, right? Mm-hmm. Only my favorites can get through. You know why? Because they may need me and it may be important. So it's just a matter of I'm never too busy for the people I love. Even if it's, hey, I got a flat tire. Hey, I can't come get you because I'm at Sisters, but let me go ahead and send this or send that.
Okay,
So
me, I might not answer right now, but I'm going to call you back.
So you're not too busy to correspond with a person.
I mean, I'm going to hit you back, but it's just going to be on my time.
And that's understandable.
Okay.
People can't expect that
I
just
just
when
be
they
thinking
call.
that I'm crazy. I'll be like, damn, is that why I can't hit you back on my time? Like, motherfucker, you
Now,
just want to call me or FaceTime me whenever you want
now
to?
let's be honest. Sometimes your time is black people time. It's CP time.
I'm black.
Okay.
And I be with people.
But you know, so maybe they be like, dang, it's been 3 hours. It depends on the dynamic of that friendship or relationship.
I feel you.
You know, so.
But,
But I give people an hour. Respond to me within an hour.
Damn, just an hour?
An hour. What are you doing? The
Working
average
out.
meeting, that's an hour.
Running a half a marathon, that takes 3 hours.
Usually if you're running a marathon, it's on social media. Hit me with another one. Doing
That's
something
me. You
with the
feel me?
kids.
Everybody ain't me.
That's going to be on social media too. I see
Oh,
Marlo
okay.
doing his karate. So, you know what I mean? So, hey.
Shit, I be posting videos. That shit be old.
Well, that
I be saving it. So motherfuckers don't even know where I'm at when I'm there.
Well, that's smart.
Or none of that. You feel me? So I done figured that shit out.
So, hey, it is what it is. But, yeah. Communication.
I feel
Personality and attachment. Those are the top 3 that I suggest people find out. Not only for
Say that shit again.
relationships, personality tests, communication, and attachment.
Gotcha.
I think you should know that for your employees too, because it shows you how to compartmentalize this person and how to partner this person there and what they're best fit for.
Gotcha.
So I know if I have a person who has a avoidant personality style, I'm not putting them in the front to take orders. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like
They're
if
going to
they're
avoid people.
right, and if their communication style is aggressive, you can't be up front or passive aggressive. That's probably the worst. Can I get a juice? You look like you need a juice. Nah, we can't have that. I need somebody who is going to fit the position I put them in.
Gotcha.
You feel me? So even with my friendships, I know all my friends, the ones closest to me, a handful of them. I know their personality traits. I know their weaknesses. I know their strength. I know all that.
The fuck
You know
is my
why?
weakness?
I can't tell you on here.
What the fuck you mean?
Because the world's not supposed to know your weakness.
All right, what's my strength?
Your strength? I think discipline. Discipline is one of your biggest strengths.
Mm-hmm.
If you say you're going to do it, you do it. Me, I'm going to take a nap. Like, I'm going to reschedule. One time I prayed, God, please give me the same type of discipline Cap has. On God, I swear. So that's one of your strengths.
That's like a weakness too, goddamn.
I think as much as you say that you don't like forgive people, I think you forgive. You're very patient. You're very patient. Like, and I'm just like, wow. Like,
I got 5 kids.
Well, I'm glad because
you feel me? So I gotta be
you're
patient.
very patient. So that's one of your strengths. I think even I don't know if that's a strength. I'll keep that one to myself. Yeah. You want to know though, huh?
Hell yeah, you gonna have to press.
Your
pause for a minute.
assertiveness is a strength in a sense, but everything that we have can be a strength or a weakness, right?
Yeah.
I was
depending on
reading
the
this
situation.
book, and the woman said that people always called her a bitch, and she was bothered by it. And so the woman had to ask her, like, in every atmosphere, you don't have to be a bitch. She said, but when you're in a boardroom with a bunch of men and they don't care to hear what you have to say, does it not help you to be a bitch?
Yeah.
She was like, yeah. So your assertiveness is great. It's just sometimes, you know, I just be like, shh, I don't want to hear it right now. So.
Get what you get, don't bitch your fit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Dang. So you done did a whole lot, you feel me? And you know a lot. You feel me? You need to start teaching these women. Just hold a little seminar about how to carry themselves and all of that, and which point they should be at before they should start a relationship or try to get serious. Because you just seem like you're not ready yet, but you know what you got to do to get ready to make this shit really work.
Absolutely. I feel like I'm an educator in that sense. Like, I feel like that's a part of my anointing. And I've also done the work. Like, I had a feminine coach, I had a marriage coach, and I'm not married, but I do want to know what it's going to take for me to become a wife. Coach. Yes. Feminine coach. She teaches me femininity.
Strong ass. You see whenever y'all see whenever we was talking about the strength and all that shit, she put her arms up like she was Popeye and shit. You feel me?
But
women don't do that.
Yes, they do. Yes, they
bullshit.
do. No, pretty much a feminine coach. And I feel like you can learn anything you want to. Like, I remember one time, I was arguing with somebody and he was like, "You're not feminine at all." And I was like taken back. So I'm like, how to be feminine? Like, that's where I started. I went to YouTube and I looked up feminine and how to set tables, and I was looking up things, and then I found this coach because I looked that up, the algorithm. She came and it really just taught me certain things, like how to get in a car properly, like how to speak, how to sit, certain things that you just have to know that is not normally taught in households. And so I was like, wow, because guess what? I'm the type of woman that a man can take to the church house, the White House, and the trap house. So I need to know how to behave in all those. I got the trap house down to a T. Yeah. I got the church house down to a T. You know, 5.5 years in ministry. But it was the White House part. Yeah,
you gotta get that white part.
Yeah, I need to know which fork to use when it's time for salad. And I need to be able to tell my man, because he's probably not going to know. Because he's from the trap house. So, you know, it just takes work. And I feel like all the research and all the wisdom that I have, I do want to share that with others.
True that.
Yeah.
So was that like a real humbling experience, like having to go see a feminine coach and all of that stuff? Like,
no, it was exciting. Like, I want to learn this. I'm about to
you
be
was
the
like,
most
oh yeah, I'm
feminine
about to
thing ever.
see. That's crazy. See, that's what females need. You feel me? Like, be excited about that shit. You
but I'm
me?
excited
Niggas
about
need it
everything,
too.
though.
You feel me? Men need it too. Men need it. Do they got some how to be a
yes,
how to
they
be
do
a real
have
nigga
men.
classes?
Not a real nigga. I think that's in your blood. But I do think that they have classes where, well, I know that they have courses that men can take. Because, see, this is the thing. People always push.
I still be seeing, like, girls opening their own doors and they be driving the car.
See, but they allow
you
that.
Feel me? And
you know
shit.
what I'll do? Listen, true story. This guy asked me to go somewhere with him. So I get in the car and he gets out and he's like looking at the window. And I literally sat just like this. And I sat there for 2 minutes until he kept looking like, come open this door. What are you doing? So if women don't demand a certain treatment, you're not going to get it. I will walk. If you and I are walking somewhere, I will stand at the door until you open my door. Like,
I feel you. Sometimes you bitch better get your ass up in that door. Hurry up, we gotta go.
But for the most part, if a man's doing that regularly,
like,
you know.
yeah, I feel you. I feel
Yes.
like women do need to hold men at a higher standard than what y'all being holding at, and
Absolutely.
vice versa. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, men need to just quit falling for shit. You feel me? Just because she giving you some pussy don't mean that she yours or she good enough to be your wife. You feel me? Like, this gotta have some value to.
So I heard a good question. It said, "How is she good enough to be the mother of your child, but not to be your wife?" How do men make that decision?
They don't. God
It just
does.
happens.
You feel me?
God gave us the tools. It's by free will.
Nigga, baby time. You feel me? Bing, you feel me? This
God,
was it.
don't you put that on God. God gave us the tools and the ability and the free will. We make choices as people.
Yeah, but you can't choose to say, "Hey, nigga, this nut is the baby nut."
There are precautions that can be
You feel
taken.
me?
But no, all jokes aside, yeah, I do. I want to do some courses. Me and Esther have some stuff in the works.
Yeah, make sure y'all raise the standard for these women too. You feel me?
But they have
Like,
to
tell
want
them to
it.
raise their standard. For
I
men.
think some women are afraid
That's what's
if
gonna
they
get-
raise standards, they'll run the men off. Like for
Nah,
me,
hell no, you're not. Gonna, you can't run no real nigga off.
But for me though, I felt like, how do I explain it? I felt like if okay, so 5.5 years, I didn't date, I didn't do nothing. I was in ministry. So when I came back into the world, I felt like if I put these boundaries and I kept all this stuff up, that I would run men off. Like I would mess my chances up. Now I'm like, oh, I don't care, bye. Like
Yeah,
that's
this
how
is-
we
you
do
feel
out.
me? Like-
But it was certain things that I accepted. Like one of the things that I can't stand is mess with a man who's messing with other women. I've done that. Like one of the other things I can't stand is a man who's just not a planner. Like, yo, what are we going to do? Like, no, come up with something. You feel me? Like, hey, you want to go putt-putt? I don't care what it is. So I just kind of settled for things because it was like, I might run them off when I show them who I truly am. Like, so sometimes we dummy down as women.
That's why I'm me in all rooms. Goddamn it, I don't want to dumb myself down because I don't want you or nobody to get no image of me that I can't hold up or think that I'm something that I ain't. Or nothing. Hell no, I'd rather you see the real me and you fuck with me for who the fuck I am. That's why when you was like, oh, you on the news with your motherfucker, I'd rather them see me like that because whenever they see me in public, or if they see me at Sam's Club, I'm gonna have that same. I'm gonna have that same outfit on.
Nothing.
You feel what I'm saying?
I
What
still
up, Cap?
stand on that.
You feel me? But I didn't know that we was finna be like that day. Didn't nobody tell me. I thought it was gonna be like how y'all was.
You're a
behind some
businessman.
shit.
You know what you should always have in your trunk? A change of clothes in case you ever have a meeting.
I am a businessman, and I guess what? I don't have that. I got gym clothes in my trunk.
But when this is over, we're gonna pack you a bag.
Man, I ain't doing all that. I'm not fitting
Because you
dress
should
up
always
and have
be
no suit
ready.
and none of
I
that.
didn't
You
say it
feel
had
me?
to be a suit,
Or
but
not.
something business casual.
I feel you.
I've seen you dress up. When you went to the bank that day, you had on business casual. So why you can't have one of those outfits in the trunk? You never know who you're gonna. So if you had an opportunity, and they said you want to sit down with Warren Buffett.
So I'm going in there like this.
Well, that's your choice.
Because I know how to talk. He
It's
not even
fine
gonna
that you
worry
talk
about.
like
He
that.
not gonna worry about what I got on after we start talking for 5 minutes. And that's what I done.
First
learned in this business
impressions
for.
are lasting impressions, and first thing they do is see you, not speak to you.
Okay, so I'd rather him see me like this. Like, oh damn, I might be the only nigga who come in there like this.
First of all, when you go in that room, you're not gonna be a nigga.
Nigga stands for what Tupac said it stands for, and I can't even break it down right
He
now. 'Cause
also
whatever
said
you
Brenda
put in
got a
that-
baby, so I'm saying
She did have one. Whatever Pac said, it is real.
It is what it
it's
is.
law.
You're right.
You feel me? So hey, I just know that. Listen, don't change up for nobody. Be yourself.
So now I've learned that, but I had to grow in myself. You feel me? Like I had to grow in me.
Okay, so who's to say I'm not older than you?
You're not older than me.
Yeah, because you talking about growing in yourself, motherfucker. This is what the fuck I've been doing.
I wasn't talking about
Because
you.
you
This
said
was
that I
all
can't wear
about
my
me.
shoes and
No,
shit. You
you
feel me?
brought them shoes up.
I'm just saying, like,
so let's
shit, I'm
communicate,
grown.
because I feel like I offended you telling you not to wear them shoes. You done brought this up 2
my
other
mama ain't even
times.
say that shit to me.
She
You
told
feel
me though. She said, holla at him.
Shut the hell up.
No, but all jokes aside, it's fine. You said what you had to say. You just had, Air Force Ones on at the beach.
See, everything I do, motherfucker just can't be satisfied. You feel me?
I still cheered you on. I told you it was great. Listen, wear what you want to wear. Be who you want to be.
Fly. I show you how to. You feel me? Just because we ain't got the same clothes that y'all had back in the early '90s and the '80s.
But y'all
and
starting to
shit
wear
y'all
that
be
stuff
wearing.
again.
Just the vintage shirts and shit. That's just about it.
No, bell bottoms is coming back. Men gonna have them on soon, like they did back in the day. Throwback jerseys. You ain't got not one throwback jersey left.
I got a throwback jersey.
Okay then.
Yeah, but that was like in my era, not in your
that
era.
That was my era.
No, y'all wore race car jackets and shit.
Y'all didn't have
not
those?
even the real race car jackets, the one that was airbrushed and shit.
No, it wasn't. Mine was
to wear
real.
Myrtle Beach outfits.
No, only when we went to Myrtle Beach.
You used to wear that shit to school. The airbrush. Y'all didn't even have.
We're only 4 years apart.
Airbrush.
So we were in the same era. You was just little
I was
wearing
like
it to middle school.
I was like Nelly and Lil Wayne and all them.
So did you have a Band-Aid under your eye?
Nah, I was hitting niggas.
Lil Wayne was out before though. Lil Wayne was doing mixtapes when you was in middle school.
That's when he was popping.
So I was listening to him too then.
You was out of school then.
No, I wasn't. I was in high school.
I was listening to Project Pat.
Okay.
And
me too. So you was listening to stuff that was
ready.
Hey. Hey. So really you was listening to stuff that wasn't age appropriate for you.
What you mean?
I was grown enough to listen to it. You wasn't.
Now when you was a kid, you know what you was doing and all this and all that. I ain't gonna say it on the podcast.
You can't say it. You wasn't there.
Your hide and go seek was not the same what my kids be playing.
I didn't play hide and go seek.
I know you played hide and go get it.
No, I didn't. I played house. I always was supposed to be a wife.
Worst.
I was always supposed to be a wife.
My kids ain't allowed to play house. Fuck that.
Well, they ain't want to play house with each other anyway.
Real life, goddamn. Fuck you mean? Nope, I can't even.
Did you play house?
Yeah.
What were you, the milkman? No, I gotta know. What was your role in house?
What was the role of the house?
What was your role? I'm the captain.
I was whatever role involved the hunching. I'll be the uncle, you auntie.
Listen, you was looking for them cousin Fapes, huh?
Fuck you.
But I don't know. We're not that much. I'm not that much older than you.
I can't tell.
Mm-hmm. So what's your other questions, Captain? Let's talk.
This gonna have to be a 2-part episode because we at an hour already right now. You feel me? Hey, this was your first podcast. Was you fucking with it?
It was my first podcast. I enjoyed this. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
She was scared. She had to drink some tea.
Hot tea,
all of that shit. She done made a mess.
I didn't make a mess.
You left the lid upstairs and shit. You feel what I'm saying? You're gonna have to clean that because the kids, they gonna be like, that's not part of my chore.
Don't worry, I'm gonna wash those dishes in the sink too.
That's not.
It was hard for me to just wash one cup and walk away.
That's why you left my water on, motherfucker. Like,
since we, I was about to do it, and I was like, sisters, you feel listen, me? I was about to do it, but then I was like,
that's the little light skin. When you feel me, that's her dishes right there.
She'll owe me a favor if I go ahead and wash her
she gonna do that shit her motherfucking self.
It don't look like she gonna do them. Heck, it's 10 o'clock.
Tomorrow chore day. Tomorrow Thursday.
So they do it all in one day?
Yeah, before they go to their mama's house. Or before they start want to do anything on the weekend.
So what day do you do chores?
Nigga, what you mean? What day
so you don't do no chores?
No.
It's all on the kids?
I hire. Whatever they leave, the cleaning lady, she come on Tuesdays.
Oh, so she does your part.
You feel me? They leave on Sunday, she come on Tuesday just so the house can be fresh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how I like it.
Gotcha.
You did. Fuck you mean child labor laws? It's they shit. I can stay in the house and not fuck up nothing.
You right.
Yeah.
It look like their little dishes in there, skillets, pots. They've been cooking for themselves.
That's what. Damn. You
independent living skills.
Hey, listen. At my crib, we practice real life. Listen.
That's good. Have you taught them to like wash their own clothes and stuff too?
Hell yeah. They what? You don't see the basket back there?
I don't just be in people's stuff exploring around.
Ain't mine. That's my son's shit.
Well, that's good. Independent living skills are definitely.
He washed it. He do his laundry. They all do their own laundry. That nigga take out the trash because I don't let the girls take out the trash. So he take out the trash and he.
So can I ask why the girls can't take out the trash?
Because that's what a man supposed to do.
So does he wash dishes?
Yeah, when it's his laundry turn. I mean, when it's his chore turn, they alternate. One of them do the kitchen, like clean the cabinets and wipe everything down and sweep them up. Then one of them do the dishes, and then one of them got the bathroom. So
explain to me why it's a man's job to take trash out. Is it because it's heavy?
Nah, not because it's heavy. I mean, just because I feel like that's what. I mean, I don't feel like it's his job. I just feel like that's what a man do. You feel me? Like take out the trash, nigga. You gonna get dirty. You feel me? And let the woman with her clean hands rub you down. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Whatever you get back in the crib, you feel me?
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah, that's just how I feel.
And then bow down and
Nah, see, I knew you was gonna say some old. This ain't coming to America. We ain't
the
been
royal
out.
penis is clean. I mean, I'm just
How,
saying.
motherfucker? I just took out the trash. God damn it, my hands is dirty.
I mean, I thought she was gonna wash you. I thought that's
you
where we
feel
were
me?
going next with this.
Nah. We ain't even gonna take it there. I'm just saying, like, shit. That's what I feel like a nigga should do. Take out the trash, you feel me, and do the dirty shit, nigga. Pump the gas, change the tires, shit like that. You feel me?
I agree with you.
Yeah, and the woman.
But do you think that those thoughts came from past times? Like,
No, that's just what I did in the crib with my mama.
Right, but what I'm asking you is, do you think in 2022 that we've evolved to where those shouldn't be our thoughts anymore? Or are those like fundamental, traditional thoughts?
I don't give a fuck about none of them thoughts. You feel what I'm saying? I just know what feels right. We going on what feel. You feel what I'm saying?
But I agree with everything you said. I feel like men should do all those things.
So I can't say traditional or this and that. I just know me as a man and what feels right. You feel what I'm saying? And me being a real nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when I say a real nigga, I mean like a real man, like the alpha male. Like, you gonna do what you gotta do.
So would it make you feel?
It would make me feel less than if the woman was taking out the trash. I'm not gonna stop you because she might want to get a breath of fresh air. You feel what I'm saying, or whatever. So, or I might not be taking it out fast enough. You feel what I'm saying? She might be cooking or doing whatever.
So, but that wouldn't offend you if you.
No, that's not gonna offend me. Like,
because some men would be offended by that.
No, you feel me? Go ahead, do your thing, queen. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
just wash those hands, huh?
I'll be like, go ahead, do your thing, queen, and I got it next time. You feel me? Like, I'm not the type of dude who feels like a gender has to play a certain role.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? Because, you know, some women or some men might be with another man, or you might be with another woman. You feel what I'm saying? So if that's the way that it had to be, then who gonna take out the trash if it's two women in the house? Who gonna wash the dishes? You feel what I'm saying?
You're right.
If it's two, you feel what I'm saying? So I don't feel like it's that. I just feel like if that sits well with you, you feel what I'm saying? If it feels. You feel what I'm saying? Like me, I don't want to see my woman taking out the trash. That's not sexy to me.
But I feel like it's innate in men. Because I swear, like, even like Marlo and them's age, like my nephew, when he was that age, if he seen me lifting something heavy, he would try to pick it up or try to get the trash back. I feel like it's just innate in men. So for me, I feel like, you know, that's a man's job.
Yeah, I feel you. And like some men know, like, you feel me? It's like, oh no, that's a woman. You feel me? I'm not finna let her take out the trash. I'm not finna let her lift nothing heavy. I'm not finna let her do that. That's what I'm a little bit stronger. Even if it's a little kid, he feels like, you feel me?
He feels like he's a boy.
I'm a grown man. You feel me? I'm gonna pick that up. You feel me? He ain't finna let his mama pick up shit or nobody. You feel me? Like, that's just how it is. So it's just about how you feel. You feel me? Because I done seen women in relationships. You feel what I'm saying? And one of them might be like, hey, let me carry the luggage, or let me do this or do that. Not because they not stronger than the other one, but just that's how they feel in their spirit. So a
friend of mine, he took this girl on this little vacation, right? And they get to the hotel, and it's a bunch of bags, and she don't offer to carry none of the bags, and he gets in his feelings. He was like, I know I'm a man, and I'm supposed to carry all this. He was like, but I don't feel like she's a good partner for me because she's not even
carrying all of the
bags. All the bags. Like, he said he in the elevator and he got everything.
Oh yeah.
And she just standing there with her purse she's looking pretty. Right. And that's what he said. He said it became a point where he felt like she didn't do her part.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked, would it make you offended? Because he was offended she didn't help. And they didn't last very long. So
shit. Ask me. I carry all the bags. But shit, ask a nigga if I'm okay.
That's how he felt.
All right? You feel what I'm saying? Like, shit,
felt.
do I need some help? Or assist make the shit fit better on the nigga back. You feel what I'm saying? Like, did you see me struggling and shit?
She just sat pretty in the elevator.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Nah.
But see, that's where your assertiveness comes out. Dang, you ain't gonna help carry nothing.
I'm looking, yo, what the fuck? If I just drop your bag right now, what you gonna do? You feel me? Like, your pretty ass gonna pick it up. Help, man, shit.
Yeah.
Please.
At least you ain't one of them Scorpios. They might have kicked it. Even though they're a little different.
Nah. Once I drop it, it's gone. I ain't finna kick nothing that's on the ground, and that's a little too aggressive. Like, just say I hit you or something. You feel me? Nope. What's up, man? You got some questions for me? What's happening?
I thought we were closing out, but you know, I can come up with questions all day.
Nah, hell no. I don't feel like answering no questions right now. One of the cameras done died on us.
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it not my? I hope it's not my good side.
You said what? That's the only side.
All my sides are good sides.
But
I feel like you just shot a shot. I feel like you shot a shot. But no, it's been great, and I appreciate you having me on here.
Oh yeah. Oh, this Jungle Gym expired.
It expires on the 14th. I just made that today, sir.
Mine say the 9th.
No, you're lying. Show it to the camera now that you done told a lie.
I told you the camera died.
Ain't none of them on?
You feel me? That one is.
So.
You feel me? That's
which
on
one? This
the one on your good side.
Let's go ahead. We ain't gonna put my brand in danger.
Yeah, man. Ground Strong Everyday Show, man. We got Alicia Camp, Sisters Cravers, man. The shit. She the everything. She the self-proclaimed GOAT. As you heard it here first. You feel me? She do a little bit of everything.
I didn't proclaim it. The people said it, but you know.
Yeah, she turned 200 into 1400. You better get your
15.
money up. You see,
I said
that
15.
You know, 200 into 1500. You seen it? You feel me? One day, 45 plates. She had crab legs, the lobster tails.
now you telling lies.
Oh, she had.
It was not crab legs. We did oxtails. We did curry chicken. We did mac and cheese. We did all that stuff.
That's why y'all made 1500. How the fuck you get oxtails with $200?
What do you mean? You go to the place and you get a certain amount of them, and you only got 5 oxtail plates to serve, and then you do the rest in chicken and stuff. You have enough oxtails to make people interested, so they come. It's called marketing, sweetheart.
So
and
niggas
then,
was coming and not getting no oxtails.
Hold on,
like
no. You gotta pre-order. First come, first serve.
See, I knew they was paying for the motherfucking food with the pre-order money.
No. They didn't cash up us. I told you we didn't do all that stuff back then.
Oh, niggas was doing pull-ups back then.
Yes, you pull up.
Yeah.
But see, some people were showing us love just because it was us. So they would come up and buy like 10 plates and send it to the park. Like, people showed us love because we was right there.
Y'all the girls who had them little Hooters uniforms on out there in the hood selling plates and shit.
That was your cousins. They the ones that had those wings that made everybody sick.
Nisha and them?
The captain's cousins?
That's fucked up.
I don't know who Nisha is, and Nisha, I ain't say that about y'all. And with that, we're gonna close.
We out.